Okay, welcome to the show, Eat with the Owner.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, okay. Actually, how to say your name?
Call me Angie, or
Angie.
my Chinese name is Ye.
Ye Tong, Angie. Yeah. Ye is a
It's
Ye
my
is a
family
good
name.
yeah, it's a great name. It's a what is that? If man, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's exactly what
Yeah.
I tell everyone.
Yeah,
I
If man.
always tell people I'm a descendant of big
Yeah.
men. So
Yeah, Wonton, right? Wonton.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's small fights. It's really amazing. Actually, we can look at the camera so we can take a picture like that. Yeah. Thank you. My name is Fei Gang Fei. So Fei is not very popular name, right? Family name, not so many.
True.
Yeah.
As Fei for like Fei Xiang.
Yeah,
Same Fei. Okay.
Yeah, same Fei. Yeah. Okay. Actually, we start with take a look at the menu. You can order anything you want. Probably 2 or 3 dishes. Yeah, it's perfect for the lunch. To be honest, like you're a model, and I watch weight as well. So after 5 or 6, I try to eat very little.
Oh yeah.
I save a lot of space for bubble tea.
I'm such a bubble tea addict.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
I feel you.
It is really crazy, the bubble tea. People like a lot of people think you kind of lose weight by drinking bubble tea.
How so? Because it's cold and it
No.
takes away the calories.
I guess that's an excuse for some people, but because they eat very little. They eat very little. Yeah. So, yeah, just look and tell me. Like we probably take some appetizer, 1 or 2, and then 2 or 3 dishes.
Okay.
And you don't drink alcohol, otherwise it will be fine. We have beer, Qingdao beer or something.
Wow, they all look amazing. Is there anything you would recommend?
Yeah. Do you eat?
I eat everything.
Eat everything. Okay. Spicy as well?
I love spicy food.
Okay, then we can try something like adventurous.
Oh yeah, I love adventure.
Yeah.
Let's go adventurous.
We can take like sweet spicy pork strips, 鱼香肉丝.
Oh my god, that's one of my favorite.
Yeah, 鱼香肉丝 almost, as I said
dishes.
before, it's like by volume, ordering volume #1. Like I guess in China.
I know. It is also something I would always recommend.
Okay, let's try 鱼香肉丝 first.
Okay, perfect.
What else? The other one.
三杯鸡.
三杯鸡 has chicken bones.
Yeah.
In front of the camera, may not looking that. For this purpose,
Thank you for the friendly reminder.
Yeah.
It's just something I tried making at home as well because I saw the ingredients. And
it's really amazing. 3-cup chicken. It's really. You know 九层塔, right?
Yeah. That's like the key.
Yeah. And what else? Let me see. We need to get something. We can get cumin beef. It's okay. Cumin beef.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Cumin beef. And also we can try a North American Chinese food like Genoa chicken. Let's figure out how it's going, or you don't want to waste the time on that one. Okay, let's pass.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Totally. What else? You want the green beans? Let's do the dry fried green beans. Healthy?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Or something you really want?
I feel like you know better, so I trust you. So far, all the choices look.
Yeah, because we have a kind of small menu relatively as a Chinese restaurant. We don't have so many choices. Just some. There's not so many choices, so we do that on purpose.
But is this like mainly Sichuan food? Would you consider it?
Yes, Sichuan and the northern, spicy food. But like we have, like for example, the chicken section, we have only 5 probably. So we don't have so many choices. But with the complex of how to make them, so we want to reduce the number of items. So to make up for the quality instead of the quantity. So if you see, for me, I being the the business for a lot of years. So if you have a lot of items, very difficult to manage. Yeah, very, very difficult. And for the appetizer, do you want to try our wonton with peanut butter sauce? That one is very sweet.
I feel like you've been recommending like a very American.
Yeah. Another one is the house salad, the 老虎菜 house salad.
I don't think I've ever tried that.
Yeah. And what else?
That sounds
We can have.
interesting.
Let's do this. We have both of them, since it's kind of all you can eat now. So,
oh yay! All you can eat in a Chinese restaurant.
We can have another one, 老虎菜, also tofu skin salad. So
perfect.
We don't need the rice,
I feel
right?
spoiled.
we don't need steamed rice, right? Do we? Just we need to save some space for. Okay, let me quickly bring this to the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, just give me just 1 minute. I'm gonna running downstairs.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Let me check. Is it still okay or not? Still okay. Just hang
it's
here.
Just the microphone.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So this is the first time we met, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. I have this weird feeling that I've known you for a long time because I've been following your account and
actually we saw each other on the Instagram, right?
Yeah.
So actually that's really nice. So I'm running a little bit short of breath. So
take your time.
Like when the first time I called you, it really surprised me. Like you were only here, have been here only 2 years, right?
Yeah, by this September it will be 2 years.
That's really amazing. So the reason I think like when I see some people on the Instagram, you stand out to be honest.
Thank you.
Because I thought like I don't know, it may be generation thing or not, but for Chinese, like you don't see so many people want to take on the model business, right? Because it'll be risky, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's like in our mentality, it's not something
stable.
True.
Career security, right? Job security or something. Because like I think a lot of parents, they want their kids to learn laws or the doctors,
and
lawyers, at least the computer, teachers too.
That's actually exactly what my parents were leading me toward. Like being a teacher is I would consider it a real path, a career path for me. I wouldn't say like modeling is the career for me right now.
And on the side,
it's something I'm doing on the side.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's really amazing. That's why like when I've been here 2 years, I thought like my first impression when I saw like a lot of pictures you posted, and which are really great, amazing.
Thank you.
And I thought. I guess at the beginning I thought you were CBC, like Chinese-born. What is Chinese-born Canadian?
Canadian-born Chinese.
Like, Canadian-born Chinese. CBC we call CBC. So that's why I called you. I say, are you a CBC, or at least you came here when you were 3, right? You came here 3 or 4 years old, right? Some came with the parents. So that's really,
don't worry. You're not the first person that ever said that.
I guess that's a compliment, right? Because it's like people adapt really well here.
Yeah, like I really feel assimilated to the society.
Yeah, that's really amazing. So that's a compliment, to be honest.
Thank you. I take that as a compliment.
And also like it's like the way you're speaking, it's really good, to be honest. A lot better than me, I guess. But I think like how did you learn English? Like only 2 years here, I guess. Before you came to Canada, your English is pretty amazing as well. Like you went to some really good schools, some schools they even teach English or something, right?
Yeah, like those international schools.
Yeah. Did you go to any of those or?
I did went to Nanjing Foreign Language School.
Where?
Nanjing Nanjing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess you know that.
Yeah,
I guess you go from Jiangsu, so
that's a big one. So
it's pretty good.
So do they have immersion education in English or some? Or you spend extra time by yourself?
It's separated. Like we have normal high school. Like I went there for high school, and they have this normal section where I stayed for high school, and they also have, like you said, immersion. But that immersion program is like different from the French immersion and things here. It's a lot more like targeted for people who planning to go abroad for to further their study.
So you were planning also.
I wasn't sure about where I'm heading back then, and also I was in the normal section studying math and science like any other high school students. So,
but Nanjing is a big city.
It is. It's quite international. It's one of the in the first year.
First year. Yeah.
So
I'm proud of that. Even I'm not from that city. We're from the same province. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad. I know it's like from Nanjing.
I feel like related in some way because they're so close.
Yeah, it's a big city. Nanjing is really nice city. It's really, you see the culture. I think Nanjing could be only one of the very few cities they preserve the cultures from you see what is that called, Chenqiang, the walls.
Nanjing Ming Dynasty. Wall, because it's from Ming Dynasty.
Yeah, you see the names of the gate. The name, it's amazing. Like you have different gates, with the name, traditional names.
Yeah, and then we also name our metro stations, bus stops after those traditional historic names.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Which I find pretty cool.
Yeah, other cities you don't see that many.
And we also preserve the Asian architectures and.
You can see from the.
It's a very historical city.
It's really amazing. So Nanjing is somehow it's not the most advanced or developed, even not within Jiangsu province. Nanjing may be a little bit economically behind Wuxi or Suxi, Suzhou, Wuxi, but it's I know, but
it's a chill city. It gives me a similar vibe,
more relaxing
here in Montreal. Also, you see beautiful architecture and people are a bit laid back.
But you, I guess your generation there and growing up in a big city give you a lot of exposure to international kind of stuff, right? So you're gonna your English will be language skills already international. So that's really a good advantage, I guess. Yeah. It's like a lucky generation or something.
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna consider myself blessed in that way, and I also tried my best to expose myself to those opportunities. Like we held a youth Olympic games in Nanjing, and there were also I volunteered for a G20 summit.
Really?
Yeah,
that's great.
We got.
So how's your academic doing? You're very good at the mathematics, so you're very.
I would consider myself school smart. Yeah.
Really? How's that? The 学霸. How to say that in English? Do we have that in English?
School smart. I don't know.
You're one of those, I guess. Yeah.
I try. Because my mom is a teacher, so she's always been quite strict. With
I guess so.
Things academically.
It's not Tiger Mom.
The Tiger Mom. I was going to say that.
Yeah. Nowadays, I guess everybody is Tiger Mom. Almost every family, even I guess
here.
Yeah, here too.
Wow.
Canadian Chinese families.
Oh yeah.
All the moms Tiger
if they
Mom.
have a Chinese origin.
Yeah, it's big.
It's likely that the kid's gonna suffer a little bit.
I guess you know how to play piano as well.
Oh.
You see, piano, swimming.
That's such a stereotype, but yes.
But have you tried skiing? Good at skiing? But in China, not so many skiing, not so popular, not so available. Skiing.
It's getting more and more popular.
Nanjing, how many ski sites do you have in Nanjing?
I'm not familiar with that. I did go like up north to Harbin.
Yeah, Harbin. Yeah, it's a big thing.
Yeah. So that's where I learned how to ski.
Yeah. So that's pretty amazing. So that's why, like, when I grew up, I knew nothing. Like, yeah, but like the Chinese family here, all the kids, my own kids, 8 years old. She's 8. We have only one child. Like, we kind of carry the one child policy to to kind of I guess
carry the tradition.
Yeah, it's the habit. It looks like a habit. Like once everybody have the idea of one family has one child, even
that's enough trouble for me.
Yeah, it's like I have a lot of friends here. Like they just get used to like even there's no restriction on how many kids you have. Some of them they still have one child, and I guess the education, like the cost of education, like my daughter does piano, swimming, skiing, and figure skating. You know, that's elegant for girls. Figure skating. What else? Everything. Does everything. We try not to have. We don't want to be the like tiger mom thing.
Okay.
But still, like a lot of skills. Crazy.
How does she take it?
I guess she does not like piano. No, she does not. But somehow, like, you know, we just like go with the flow. Like a lot of, and parents, they were introducing, okay, which piano teacher is better? How much do they charge? They all exchange this kind of information. They share the information like this. So kind of
would feel left behind if you didn't.
Yeah, it's kind of peer pressure. It's everybody does it. Like I don't know, before for the guys, young boys, the chess was a big thing. Chess was a big thing. That trend may I guess maybe not that much now. I'm not sure, but 5-10 years ago, a lot of Chinese boys here, they were doing that chess. Okay. But right now, probably I'm not informed that much, but I see it's less doing the chess, maybe not that cool anymore. Yeah, seriously, you play chess is not that cool. You cannot show your skills. I think people have this kind of skills. At least for me, I would think, if I have that skills, I need to have some chance to show off. If you play piano, you can show off, and you see, and also the guitar. At least guitar is the best thing, a lot better than piano, because you cannot carry the piano anywhere you go, right? But guitar, you can play them in your campus, like just attract people, right? So.
Well, I don't really see it that way though. Like we didn't learn those skills to show off.
That's my evil intention. Always, seriously.
I get what you mean.
Sometimes you have nothing to show off, and you have. For me, I want to show off something, but unfortunately, I don't have. Maybe that's part of the reason I want to. I think other people, you are good at something, maybe want to show off.
I see, like whatever skills you have and whatever classes you're taking in order to learn that skills, it's paving the way for your future path. Like I don't really see being able to play the piano get me anything, huge later in my life, but it did help me build character.
What level you last 8? Not challenging 9, 10. I 10 the last one, right? 10 is the top, highest. Okay, yeah, at least. And probably if you ask a lot of young people, a lot of them, who has 10? Okay, a lot of people are going to raise their hand.
Yeah, but it's like a test. So, like you pass an English test doesn't really mean, how things work in China. It doesn't really mean you can't speak the language. Same thing if you pass level 10. Like I could have passed level 10 when I was preparing for level 8. But
sometimes I feel it's unfair to other people. You being a model, you're good at academics, you have all these skills, piano. Do you think it's fair to other people?
In what way?
You some kind of, you have everything. At least you share a little bit. Okay, like me, I grew up like in the very very poor village in the Huai'an city, and it's very poor. I had nothing. I had any toy in my whole life. I had no toy at all in my whole life. So that's the conversation with my daughter like 2 or 3 years ago. So I told her the story. I never had any toy in my whole life, like because she has too many. She had too many. So she said, I can share some to you.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, but like that's like 30, 40 years ago. See, some people like, you have too many stuff and we had almost nothing. I mean, sometimes it's not too fair to other people. You see, like, I guess like when I was learning English, we watched a lot of the American shows, the sitcom called Friends. It's very popular among Chinese audience too, right? Chinese, everybody knows Friends. So the Phoebe said like because he wants to prove she does not lie. So she make the best cookie for Rachel. So Rachel tasted the cookie, saying like really amazing. It's really the best cookie ever. And then so Phoebe said that proves that I don't lie because I said I make best cookie in the world. So you prove it. You said it's best, so I don't lie because she wants to expose the problem of Paul, the Italian guy. And then Rachel asked like, why don't you make more cookies like this, amazing cookies like this? And then Phoebe said, that won't be too fair to other cookies. Oh. So you see, that's the thing. I always remember those lines because if you have everything, pretty, model, and then good at here, there, everything, it's not fair to other people.
I'm definitely not good at everything.
That will come to my mind right away with Phoebe's line. Yeah, even though I make the best cookie in the world, if I make a lot of them, that won't be fair to other cookies, That's really, when I watch those kind of stuff, a lot of lines I'm going to remember for a long time. So
that's a classic.
Yeah. But actually, to be serious, what do you think, like, which academic or like which subject will be your strong point? Like you think you are good at?
You mean like back in school?
Yeah, in school, even today, like you're still in school, right? Mm-hmm. So what is your mathematics or the physics or something like history or philosophy? Which subject is you think is your strong point, strongest?
You might not believe this, but I've always been quite good at sports.
Sports?
But the Chinese PE classes it's different.
Okay.
It's a bit different. And another thing, more academically, I've been good with language subjects.
Okay.
So I have my strong passion in language, and this is what I'm learning in Mcgill as well.
Oh, you are in Mcgill right now. Mm-hmm. So second year?
It's my master's, for my master's.
Oh, jeez. That's a problem we have. Like,
can I still get my certificate?
Yeah. So we'll have the food after, but that's something not easy to keep up. In master degree, I'm bachelor degree on the record, computer science bachelor degree from Tianjin University.
That's cool. That's I think what my dad learned.
Yeah, Tianjin University. So Mcgill master, that's crazy.
Yeah, we do mathematics here now.
Yeah, that's really amazing. So, but the language skills, myself, I really like learning English. Even the pace is not too quickly. But like, are you learning some Spanish, French, or something?
I'm learning French.
French?
Yeah.
It's good, or it helps a lot, right? In Montreal, if you know both French and I would regard it as a heaven.
Yeah, job if you are looking for jobs, and also for me when I hang out with francophone friends, let's say, I would want to I'm curious about what they're talking about, and with those immersion, I always call those immersion program for me. I feel I understand a lot more now. But
because if I knew a lot of French, I think would be the heaven in Montreal, because you speak both languages, and then it's amazing. I'm still maybe it will take me another 10 to 20 years to the level I want to be on French, but it would be amazing. I always say I would be the king. Like I just talk to people in French, and then in English, and then in Chinese. So that would be amazing. Actually, for the second generation, they're really amazing on languages. My daughter speaks 3 languages, French, English, Chinese, which is amazing. So
she's still in her, in our theory called critical period.
When you're super young.
yeah, it's a lot easier, and you should take advantage of that.
Sorry, I forgot. Which major do you take, or like you study on the master?
It's called second language education.
Oh, the Mcgill, right?
Yes.
Ah, yeah. Next time you can teach me something. Wow.
Yeah, for sure. You teach me how to make amazing Sichuan food.
And also, like the sports. Which sport you are good at? Like, not like track or track field or.
Just track field.
Really, you run fast?
When I was young, yeah.
Really?
I know it's kind of rare for girls too, you know.
The food is red. Have you tried the gymnastics? That's very popular here. Very popular.
Oh yeah, not really. I used to be flexible and everything, but it's not that common in China. I wouldn't say so.
Yeah, actually, my daughter, she being with gymnastic classes, that's the only thing she likes, actually. They just have fun. You have the bars, and you have everything like the Olympics, but the teachers, they are very super young, like 20-something. Some of them, they're pro athletes or something, but the way they play with the kids, expose the kids to the gymnastics, and they just have a lot of fun. And unfortunately, it's closed, that place, because of the pandemic. Yeah, because of that. But before, even winter, a lot of kids, 5, 6, 7, 8. Some of them, they can turn pro if you have the talent.
Wow.
It's really amazing. That's the only thing.
It sounds like fun.
Yeah, because they jump, they have all those kind of stuff. So I guess they did a good job, the teachers. So just get the kids involved, and then it's not making burdensome. Okay, the food is here.
Wow.
So this is the tiger's vegetables. It's very spicy.
With cucumber?
Yeah, cucumber, and then what is that called? The long hot pepper, 尖椒. Long hot pepper is really spicy.
It doesn't look like it's spicy.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky.
Well, this is gonna be the next prank I'm gonna do.
Because it's like after that, you thought it was cucumber, but sometimes you get the bite of the long hot pepper. That will probably get you. So green beans is very popular here.
Yes, I make it at home a lot as well.
Okay, let's get something.
Bon appetit.
Yeah, bon appetit. And you. Okay, anyway, we just take our.
I don't mind. Like, we could do it the Chinese way. I'm gonna try this very spicy appetizer first.
It depends. Even the long hot pepper, I explain every dish on the menu. I have a video to explain. When I explain this one, the long hot pepper sometimes not spicy at all. Sometimes super spicy, because they have different batches. I get one time from the same wholesale place, vegetable wholesale place. Sometimes it's super spicy.
Okay.
It's just you're lucky or not.
That's the pepper, or that's green onion?
That's green onion. That's green onion.
I can't even tell. They all look green.
The wall is very thin. Would be a.
And the tiger. How do you call that?
老虎菜 tiger. We just call it house salad because all tigers vegetable. I don't even know how to call. Why it's tiger? It's crazy. Tigers, they don't eat vegetables. You know, there's another, like in China, the vegetarian plate called the 佛跳墙. You know that one? It's vegetarian, but it's Buddhism, because Buddhism, they don't eat any meat, right? The monks. So the 佛跳墙 means monks, they jump the walls because it's too tasty. So make them jump. I guess that's the name comes from.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah,
I love.
Yeah, that means so good. So even the monks, they cannot resist the temptation.
The temple.
Yeah, the temptation is too much. They smell them. I have to jump the wall. I have to escape this place.
It's really good. I like the taste of vinegar. It really boosts the taste.
It's super healthy too. Everything green.
Those cold side dishes are just perfect for summer.
Should we get some rice? I think it's okay. It's a little bit too much without rice, right? But if you have rice, it's gonna be too much for the stomach.
Ooh. It's hot and good. So what will be like a special dish from your hometown? Do you have any?
Actually, Jiangsu is Huaiyang Cai is a big one, right? And it's very high end as well, because I guess Huaiyang Cai means
it's delicate.
Yeah.
It's
rely on the ingredients very high end, not easy to get. That's the thing. I came from a very poor village. I had no any experience. There's no any chance for me to have anything. So my memory or my experience with the Huaiyang Cai, the cuisine like from our province is zero, literally zero. I had nothing. So as I said in another video, we were so poor in the village in 1980s, and the whole year you may have one chance to have any meat, the whole year. That's why the New Year, Chinese New Year, was huge to us. That's the only time, or one of very few times. Eat meat, everything. Also another is wedding. You have the big meal for wedding, and also people the funeral. So we were as a kids we were literally hoping everybody dies. Seriously.
I mean, you know better.
Oh, there's an old relative somewhere they died. Okay, next few days we have a big funeral, and then we had a chance to have. Kids were not allowed to eat on the table. So when the leftover on the table, the half plate or one third of whatever left on the plate, they took that plates back to the kitchen. So kids are gonna eat the leftover. Still a lot better than nothing. So we were super happy. So we were wishing people die. Seriously, wedding, more people get married, better. And also the 100 days. Like if you have new kids, right? Babies, 100 days, they always have a banquet to celebrate. So that's the best chance to have some real dishes.
Okay.
Yeah, real meals.
I feel like we must have really similar traditions. Is it the same thing that in your hometown people always hold like banquets and tables of sometimes even outside in a terrace?
It's kind of, it depends some size, like you have 10 tables. You literally you cannot put it in the inside, so you have in the center of the building, so it's yard, or some even put like right in front. So
like the whole village is coming.
Open field, The village,
I always find it very funny.
It carries the family name, probably not the whole village, maybe half. They have the somehow related with the same family.
Related.
And also some outside because you married out far, so from other villages or some other town. That's a big thing.
I always feel like whenever I go, I don't know anyone, not even the bride or groom.
As for us, the kids, we were wishing people die. We were wishing people get married, wishing people having kids. Babies. And when they have 100 days, you know the red eggs? Because at least we can have eggs. Because you are not supposed to eat the red eggs when you were there at the people's as a guest.
Okay, you take it.
You take home. They give you home. And when sometimes we were not allowed to travel because it's the trouble. Like if it's other village or a little bit far from your relative, they have a new baby, and it's with
just waiting.
We're waiting at home for the eggs. Like they give you 3 or 4 red eggs, and a little bit kind of candies, whatever, come with it. That's the when you had nothing, any good thing.
You appreciate everything. Anything.
And the New Year is amazing. Like almost 2 weeks, every day you have good stuff. At least you have roasted the peanuts and flour. What is the flower? Sunflower seeds and candies. And like the next day, the New Year, the morning, we will wear something with small bags, And then we go to any family you visit, they give you some kind of
it's like Halloween.
Yeah, so they give, seriously, yeah, exactly, Halloween. So we were so happy. We get home, we dump, and then we go again.
Pretend I didn't get anything.
And because the clothes was so bad, sometimes you have a hole in the pocket. It dropped. We lost some. Yeah, seriously. But we appreciate more, everything we got. But people in the city, maybe when they did not have that experience, hardship, so they did not appreciate that much as we do.
Yeah, same thing for maybe kids nowadays, new generation.
They try to eat less to be fit, not too fat, overweight.
Wow. Both appetizers I tried so far, I love them.
Did you try this one? This is the
That's the red pepper.
Yeah. See, it's hot or not.
Testing my intolerance.
I get the water ready for you.
Thank you. Okay, let's see if Angie can handle spicy. Thank you.
Mine is still coffee. I finished this coffee. I'm gonna have water. It's not bad. So this batch is. I take another piece.
It tastes like Qingjiao.
Yeah, it is Qingjiao.
Ah, it is.
Yeah, long hot pepper.
Ah, it's a different name.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I get what you mean. Sometimes it's spicy. Sometimes it can be not spicy at all.
This one not spicy though.
Like at home, my parents used to make it with beef.
Yeah.
Qingjiao niuliu. That's one of my favorite dishes.
It's on the menu. It's called hot pepper beef. It's on the menu. Yeah, hot pepper beef.
Next time.
But it's sometimes too spicy. Sometimes too spicy. This hot pepper is not too hot. Sometimes it's super hot. When you take one bite, you can it's crazy.
Yeah, that's something that keeps happening to my white friends. Yeah. One thing I find really interesting is that whenever I order this pork strip, Yuxiang roast, I always see more meat than bamboo shoots in this. But what I like about this dish is the bamboo.
Yeah. Bamboo shoots, I guess it's expensive. That's why.
It's even more expensive than the meat? I
guess, that's 100%. I think that's true. Because we put some not that much. And the wood ears as well. We call it wood wood ears. That's seriously.
Literally it is.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's kind of.
But how do we translate the word fungus? Fungus could be anything. Fungus could be anything.
It's a type of fungus. That's what I tell people. It's one type of that.
I think they should adopt my version. Make it a standard. This from now on. Everybody call it the wood ears.
I mean, if long time no see works, and why not wood ears?
Long time no see. Good study, day up. Do you know that? Yeah. Good study, day up. It's easy. At least easy to remember. I always say that. And also you say the 锅气, the vapor of walk, right?
Mm-hmm.
I call it country air. It's much easier. Country is 国, is the same pronunciation like walk.
Mm-hmm.
Country air, 气, it's easy. Country air is so refreshing.
And it also had this aesthetic touch on that. I don't know why. It gives me a image.
I invent words. I like inventing.
Just starting your own dictionary from tomorrow, or writing everything down.
Country air. A lot of this one is country air as well, because it's from hot walk. So it have to be fresh, and then you literally say
the
Chinese cuisine.
I tried making this at home. It doesn't taste the same with my small one.
Yeah, it has to be super hot.
Mm-hmm. And also the stove here.
Yeah, stove is huge. If you see the kitchen, they call it jets, and then the natural gas just come out from the jets. It's super blue. If you see
Yeah.
If you see the different color of that means it's not strong enough. So it's kind of the fire will be kind of on the wok like crazy. So super hot. If you put your finger there, you lose your skin.
We're not
right
putting
away.
fingers there. Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's super hot. It's really really crazy. That's the difference. Like the restaurant cook the same meal. It's very different taste from home because from home a lot of the electric stove it like take long, not hot enough. It's really nice. Like you have a restaurant that kind of a
some
natural
big chefs. You need to see the fire.
Yeah, the fire, and you put the cooking wine. The fire will go inside the wok.
Inside, exactly.
It's really. I think we'll have a burn down the house or something. It's really crazy.
Yeah, when I got scared whenever I see my parents doing that, but excited.
This one has so many versions in China. The best version I like is from Tianjin version. It's sweeter and then have what is that? Tianjin they put like the hulobusi, like a julienne of the carrots, and that's the only place they put carrots and it's sweet. The Tianjin version.
Yeah, I've had it in some like northern China restaurants. It does hit different.
It's not bad.
This one's a bit spicy. Is it always this spicy, or it's just the?
I think it's always like this. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's called sweet spicy pork strips. So sweet spicy. You have the word there in the name. Spicy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And try some of this. The cumin flavor. It's supposed to be I guess the better version will be a cumin lamb, right? Like a 羊肉串. The lamb is perfect with the cumin.
Yeah.
But lamb is very expensive here. Also not consistent. You can get them with sometimes without any bones. Like
okay.
So the beef is it's easier. So as we have one less ingredient to prepare. Otherwise, you need to buy some beef and then some lamb.
Are there any lamb dishes on the menu?
We have only one called the lamb hot pot. That's with the bones.
Okay.
So that's totally different.
Easier to get.
Yeah, it's easier to get, and also it's still very expensive with the bones. I guess the lamb itself, the sheep, like they kind of relatively small and difficult to grow. I guess.
Oh.
When I was a child, we had goats, right?
Mm-hmm.
The goats, we had a lot of, I guess 4 or 5 goats in our family. We got goats, and then they grow so slow, and they are skinny. Seriously, they are
wait
skinny.
for a whole year, and even New Year, you're like, we had some at my grandma's place, but when I was super young.
I never see a real sheep in our village. They always goat. Nobody care about the wool of the sheep. Like I guess not easy to raise or something. Always goat. Do you know the goats are very stubborn? Very stubborn. Yeah, very stubborn. And every time we pull them this way, they intentionally go other way. Seriously, very
rebellion too.
Yeah, very crazy. Actually, I like this one. And
really good.
If you have rice, we're really good with rice.
Mm-hmm. I don't normally eat a lot of rice, but with that I can always eat rice.
But right now in this generation, some people when they have a lot of food, they don't like eating rice because rice is carbon. Yeah, exactly.
To avoid.
Even they say meat is better than carbon, right? Or something for the body to build, keep slim.
Yeah, people who work out trying to eat less.
And the wheat and then the rice, they're kind of, even Chinese people are getting less and less. That's crazy. That's supposed to be the staple food, right? It's the basic stuff. But they are getting, I guess, people they have too much to eat, too many choices. Really nice, this one. It's more than I expected.
Oh, yeah. Complimenting on my own.
I don't have too much confidence about our food, to be honest.
It's really good.
I guess it's sweet. I like sweet.
Because I can be picky with food, but I really love it.
But people from Jiangsu province, we like sweet food, right?
We just put sugar in everything.
Yeah, everything.
Like vegetables, Chinese qing cai. We put sugar. Even I don't know how you make your fish, but when my parents make it, we put a lot of sugar. Yeah. People can't imagine.
You know, like the sugar thing. When I was kid, super poor, right? We had nothing tasty, and we have once a while they have a little bottle, glass bottle or something. We had a little bit sugar there. The rice we call white sugar, 白糖, just sugar. We were so as a kid, sometimes you have the water, we mix the sugar with the water, and that's already the best in the world. So probably you can call it a steal because parents won't allow you to do that. But when they're not at home, and you just get a spoon of sugar to mix with water, that's what we did actually. Like sweet stuff, like literally put sugar in the water, and that's heaven already. That's the treat.
And if you're smart enough, you carbonate it and you get coconut.
We we did not know why people like carbonated thing, like gas in the water. We did not know that. We even did not appreciate that when we first time. That's real story. In our Suqian city, Huaiying Suqian city, the first time they had a beer factory. That's 1990s. They had that beer factory. We used to drink Chinese liquor only. The first time we were exposed, the whole village people, they were exposed with the beer, the local produced beer in the local city, and it's so cheap. But the problem is the first time we were exposed, and we drank it. Even the adults, they just what kind of this crap? They thought it was we called a cat piece. Seriously, because even I drank some beer, tasted just you spit, that's I remember still not only for the kids, for our parents too. Their generation, the first time I guess it's 1990s for the village. The first time they tried the beer, everybody hate the beer.
So nobody has ever tried beer before?
No exposure because that's kind of very foreign, I believe, and very city, in Shanghai, Nanjing.
It's made by German people.
German left there. So probably people living in the big city, Nanjing, Shanghai, they were exposed to beer, not in the village at that time.
Okay.
So the first time we just cursed, a lot of swear, a lot of bad words. What kind of this crap? It's crazy. Oh, actually, when I have restaurant, I try not to use the word crap, shit. Because we are in the food business, so yeah, seriously, I watch my word. I self-censor myself. I really need to. Some words not working in this industry. We cannot use those. I try not to. But other people, when they use these words, I'm totally fine. But I try not to use myself. Those words, not for me.
Okay.
We are in the food business. But that's created the beer.
Oh, that's interesting. So. What did people drink back then? Rice, alcohol?
Yanghe Dachu is from our county. Yanghe Dachu is Siyang, but I'm from Siyang county.
Okay, I don't know much about alcohol, but
yeah.
I would assume that's rice alcohol.
No, they made by
I know Yanghe.
yeah, rice or wheat or the sorghum, 高粱, sorghum. So I guess it's kind of the cheap, like some greens or something they can find. But Yanghe right now is super high end, super high end. But back then, the local people with local wheat, it's in the same county. It's different brand. It's a Yanghe, but they have Puyu or some super cheap. It's for local people. But then 20 years ago, they spent a lot of money on the CCTV to advertise, make it like high end. Like what is the
their publicity was quite
yeah, what is that 洋河
经典酒
Oh yeah, 蓝色经典 蓝色经典 make it so expensive. The same stuff actually, I think. This they distill,
yeah, what you were drinking when you were young.
It's they distill, right? Distill the same process. I just make it like yeah. They spend a lot of money on the CCTV to advertise, make it like high end. 蓝色经典 blue classic.
Yeah, now it's everywhere on weddings.
Yeah, but it's from our home county, Yanghe. Yanghe is a town, Yanghe Zhen, and it's part of our Siyang County. It's very close. But the people from that town, they did have a weird accent. Seriously, our town we call Luji, and they are Yanghe, and we talk differently. They have different accent.
Yeah, like even from village to village, you can, if you live there and you speak the dialect, you can tell the difference.
But we all the time the only Yanghe 大区 Yanghe alcohol. And now it's like but that Yanghe is they're so famous. Even the Qing dynasty, they were the royal, the emperors, like Chinese liquor.
It has a long history.
Yeah, long history, long history. So they pay billions of RMB like for tax only. So there's a big contributor. It's big, huge. It is very, very big. So we were lucky too. That's why the people from Jiangsu, they can drink a lot of alcohol. In Jiangsu, you have 5 brands for the Chinese liquor. And 3, they call 三沟两河, 3 汤沟高沟双沟 and 两河洋河 and what is the other 河? Yeah, 三沟两河, 5 big brands. Seriously, that's
nice. I feel so far away from. I've been here for too long.
Yeah,
it's right. It's right over there, but I can't think of the name.
What is the other 洋河? It's because I'm always into the Chinese liquor. So Anhui is a big province for Chinese liquor, and Guizhou for sure. You Maotai from Guizhou, but it's like always from our home province. Jiangsu is a big.
Do you serve any? Like, do you used to serve this kind of alcohol here? It's
very difficult to find the Chinese liquor. Everything imported there, and they change the SAQ here. They change brands all the time. Like sometimes 古井贡, I don't know which is 古井贡 from, but it's a cheap version of 古井贡. And I guess it's $39 we got from $30-something from SAQ. But you know that it's not high end at all because the price you see. But one day
ridiculously expensive.
One day you get 古井贡, but next day you go there, they don't have this anymore. They have another brand, Chinese liquor. So it's not consistent at all. And for a lot of Chinese customers, they like the high end for occasions, right? For some events, they always spend a lot of money on the top line Chinese liquor. But when they are used to the expensive Chinese liquor, they taste this like they taste like that stuff, right? Yeah, I just cannot say.
That's what people say when they first taste beer.
Yeah, exactly. So I cannot say that word, but some our customers, they especially the young old generation, even my generation, a little bit older, like they really big hardcore Chinese liquor. So they just take a sip. This is great. Oh, this is You know, it's always like that. For me, it's even when I was a kid, I was drinking Chinese liquor, but even for me, I never liked that Chinese liquor because it's too burning, too crazy. So I don't.
It's almost like impossible for me to fall. Like
exactly. Even the multi like $200 that thing for me is still like right. It's like that word. Because it's burning. It's not tasting good for me personally. But for some people, they appreciate the quality of Chinese liquor. Like the wine. For me, $10 bottle or $100 bottle, the same thing, right?
Can't tell the difference
either. Because I don't know why people, they spend money to get themselves trouble or torture themselves, right? It's no-brainer for me. I never pay money to like a watermelon, the not watermelon, the bitter melon, 苦瓜, bitter melon.
You don't like that?
I never eat bitter melon.
Oh.
That's my theory. I never pay money.
Do you have that? You don't.
No.
Not the bitter melon.
At least I can make decision for the restaurant as long as I'm the owner of the restaurant.
I'm not gonna put that on the menu.
Yeah, it's my personal philosophy. Why do you spend money to taste bitterness? I only like sweet things. If you give bubble tea, fine. Bubble tea have sugar. If I order bubble tea no sugar, why do I spend money on the bubble tea? You know, like coffee. I always drink coffee with double. If there's no sweet things, why do I the pure coffee? It's bitter. Why do I pay you to get bitterness, to suffer? You know, it's my theory. I never liked the idea of the bitter melon. The bitter melon is a big thing. A lot of people like cook that bitter melon with some meat, right?
Well, I just said it's good for the body.
Yeah, to reduce the heat.
Chinese
medicine, Chinese medicine. That's crazy. But at least if you pay for the pills, it's fine. It's to cure you, right? To help your body to. But you don't see the benefits of eating the. Like, okay, let's eat some like dish with the bitter melon. Then magically, I feel much better. My problem disappeared. Fix my back problem. No way. Right?
No, it doesn't work like that.
So that's the thing. I would never try bitter melon. Give me the watermelon, not big melon, but bitter melon. It's crazy.
Interesting. So, is there any other ingredients you hate except for bitter melon?
Bitter melons.
Let's see what's never gonna show up on the menu. What else?
Yeah, some like organs, intestine. Actually, we do have. Yeah, for me.
Wow.
I have a lot of bad theories. My theory is like when they eat the intestines, like we have one item with the intestine, but other organs, the liver, something. So I think it's totally delicious. But I think that's for the old time when the food is not abundant. So people in the old time, they did not have enough food. So you have to eat everything you can have, you could get. But now people like watching their weight, they're trying to eat less. So I don't think it's necessary, to be honest. You don't have to try to make yourself to satisfy your appetite, the palate, right? Because there's no limit to see all these crazy things. You can try this or make you happy. Let's upgrade another level. Let's go to another level. There's no end for this pursuit of happiness for the taste. For me, that's the thing, because I don't know. Maybe I like to be simple or lazy. It's another word for being simple. It's lazy.
Yeah, we're not getting more ingredients.
Yeah,
that's enough.
Yeah. It's seriously. It's like organs, like a liver. What is that? Lungs, right? And everything, like a chicken feet.
It's no longer organ, but yeah.
Yeah, but still,
it is something.
That problem is too little meat from that thing. It's not efficient. You know, being a logical guy, study computer science, it's not efficient. You
but
spend
it's
so much.
If it's like marinated well.
Yeah, and then it's a snack, right? Watch like TV shows, watch a movie, like bite. Yeah, but for me, it's not efficient. and you spend so much time biting. And
Okay.
well, yeah, but it's a good thing. I know why a lot of people like. I used to like it though.
Now you're just more straightforward. I want to see my food. I don't want any bitterness. Any.
I guess my favorite is Subway.
Oh.
I ate a lot of Subway. Not during the pandemic. Before the pandemic, I eat a lot of Subway.
Because it's fast.
Fast,
it's
easy, supposed to be healthy. Yeah, I used to have like a mayonnaise. I put the sauce mayonnaise, but after that, I realized mayonnaise is a lot of calories as well. So, every time I go to Subway, I never ask any sauce. No sauce, just like it's good. At least, then I save some calories for bubble teas.
That's a theory.
Everything gonna balance out. Yeah, if you like it, just go for it. That's because the thing
I never say no to bubble tea.
Bubble tea is so popular. It's crazy. You see so many new restaurants doing bubble tea.
Yeah,
it's amazing. It's gonna blow your mind. Everywhere, it's the new one here opening up soon, and you have the Yifang, like a Taiwanese. A lot of people, I don't know. Like some people say it's like a little bit more expensive or something.
It is high end. Yeah, and I think that the staffs are all from Taiwan. Yeah, I went to the soft opening. It was quite nice. I loved that.
I got the $1 thing.
During the weekend. Yeah,
during the weekend. You cannot complain when it's $1.
But was it good? Did you like it?
It's good.
What did you get? The fruit one?
Yeah, you have no choice. It's a fix. Okay. It's you cannot choose ice, no ice. For that $1 fruit tea.
But the fruit one's supposed to be the most expensive one, I think. It's like there's
it's always $8 with the large one. It's overall like a little bit more expensive than the average.
But it's better, I'd say.
Yeah, it's healthier. I think that
I tasted the real fruits and
it is
not artificial.
Yeah, but the problem is like in that business, I think will be people get more sweet. If you put like a cream or like in Chinese we have 炼乳. What is the name for 炼乳in English? I don't know.
Condensed milk.
Yeah, something. It's really tasty. If you put more that one and more sugar, and then the flavor will be enhanced. It will be superior, at least from the taste. So and then you price like good price, like the cup is a little bit bigger, and I guess people will go for that. When you have bubble tea, I don't think a lot of people will think about it's healthy or not, because you are in that already. But the Yifang, seriously, it's healthy. I from the fruit, the $1 thing, it's really not that bad, right? Because you have fruits, you have the real thing. You know, it's the real fruit. It's better than the regular bubble tea. Yeah,
but I still have craving for really sugary milk tea with tapioca.
I once in a while I like restaurants in downtown, so once in a while I will check out the like bubble tea places I buy here there. You know, it's a kind of treat.
Yeah, after a long day.
Yeah.
To unwind with bubble tea.
But I guess 1 cup will give you a lot of calories, probably 500 or something.
Yes. Well, I try not to think about that.
Yeah. The problem is like you thought you had nothing. It's just a drink. The problem you get so much calorie in your body, and you thought you had nothing. So I still have need to eat something, right? Because
it's not a meal.
Yeah, it's not a meal at all. Even not a snack.
A meal.
It's not even a snack. So I thought I just drink some water, right? But I give you 500 calories already without even realizing it. Even like for me, I really watch my weight. I try to. The weight is the biggest problem when you, actually not your age, but for me, like 30, 40, and I can see the difference. You know, after getting 40 years old, you see, everything going downhill.
Well, that's when you need to adapt to this healthier lifestyle, work out, and all that.
You work out, watch what you eat, and also like drink tea. Sometimes like people think tea is healthy, right? Healthy. But back on the model thing, where did you start as a model, or like your interest on the being a model?
I can't even remember. It just started quite random. I started actually a new Instagram account after COVID, and I really put a bit of effort into like organizing the feed and seeing where I'm going, and gradually I just gained audience, and also some brands noticed me. So far,
you see, you have a lot of good posts and a lot of followers on Instagram. That's like really nice to see people really following you on the.
I appreciate that. I do appreciate that,
and always happy, right? You always say, "Oh, people following me." A lot of people, that's a great feeling.
Well, I try to also limit my time. I try not to spend too much time on social media, and I love hanging out with my friends, doing activities. But yeah, it'd be nice, and I also get to know a lot of interesting people through Instagram, like other Instagrammers, and we would do fun projects together. That's my happiest moments, like creating something new, something artsy.
But were you a model before you came to Canada 2 years ago?
I was never like a professional one. Even until now, I won't consider myself a professional model. But I did a bit of modeling, like
in Nanjing.
For friends, for let's say someone owns a studio and they need some sample pictures and would ask me, and it was till like after arriving here, Canada, that I started actually making profit of it.
Okay.
It feels different, but I still like it.
How do you have time to post within the same day? You have, let's say, your picture with here, there, different places, different settings too.
Okay, well.
Does it take time to prepare like
content?
Yeah, content to see. I sit here with like this setting and this background.
Well, this is what I mean by I try to not to spend too much time.
Okay.
Like I do plan my things because I don't want it to be messy all over the place. So if you look at my Instagram page, you might see this color like planning on the page, but in the feed. Well, I really try to go with the flow as well. I still wanna like I said, enjoying the experience and be at the moment instead of always being on my Instagram.
Okay, but is there any somebody to help you to at least take pictures or like?
Mostly just friends.
Okay. It's not like professionals. Right?
I do work with professional photographers, but most of like some individual photographers who also like needed picture for their portfolio, stuff like that. Or when we work as a team, people would hire a photographer, and those are the times I work with professionals.
I guess for girls, especially for girls, like you have like nice pictures, you feel satisfying, right? I think so.
Yeah, I do love. That's the original reason why I started doing it. Even before doing it as a job, I enjoy.
That's called show off. Right?
What is your skill? Modeling, being in pictures.
You see, for the guys, if you show a lot of pictures on Instagram, weirdo, right?
Well,
for guys,
Not anymore in our era. I actually know a few
really
male
models
who are really good at what they're doing.
Yeah, that's cool. So I see some Some business even contact you for that. That's really great stuff. Get recognized by a lot of businesses.
I'm surprised too. I was even surprised when you invited me.
No, because I saw like, that's what I said, like for...
She's a model. Maybe she loves Chinese food.
Yeah. No, because for the Chinese young people, not so many people like choose this. You know, it's kind of a, I don't know, maybe some even parents, they don't like this idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe I don't know, maybe some generation, the parents really open-minded. Some of them, they just like...
Mine are quite open-minded.
Yeah, exactly. So
they weren't, but then on the other hand, it's your own life. You make your own choices, and they seeing what I'm doing, and that's like if you don't have anything and you didn't even produce anything out there for people to see, they might not understand. But what I did is that I showed them, and I told them what I'm doing, and they gradually accepted the idea.
You probably have really nice, open-minded parents. Some parents, like, I don't see all of them, but a lot of them, they decide things for you. What do you learn, and then who do you meet, right? Who do you get married to? They all decide everything. A lot of parents, they do, because they think they are they are good for you. Also they're good for you.
They think they know better. They do.
Yeah, exactly. They are good for you, but they don't know you. You cannot say I do what I want. That if you say that to Chinese parents, I think that's kind of the really heavy stuff. Really like say you decide everything for yourself. That's totally against what parents believe, I think. They spend all their life, all their energy, time, design everything good for you. Then suddenly you want to decide for yourself. You know something good for yourself. You see, it's very easy to say like everybody decide their own stuff, their own life. But with a lot of, at least like a lot of Chinese parents, they would think they know better than you because they have life experience, right? Do you know that what is the Chinese saying is that they eat more
rice, more salt
than exactly.
The rice you ate.
And they walked more bridges than the road you walked, right? So it's very typical. Not easy.
Good Chinese proverb. So do you feel the same way for your own kids?
For me, I think I'm open-minded. I think because I'm really flexible. Being here for 15 years, I adapt really well. I really like adapting. So I'm not very, very typical, but as I said always, I'm really proud of being very different. Even in Chinese we call it 奇葩. Seriously.
The way of being unique.
Yeah. It's even my Chinese friends here, like a lot of them, they would think the way I do things, the ideas I have could be very different. The 奇葩, yeah. But I don't mind. I want to be a 奇葩.
Take it as a compliment.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's like I always say like everybody likes roses. Roses is so pretty, but you cannot have the whole world full of roses. That would be one color, one flower. I want to be the tiny, ugly grass, maybe even weed.
I don't want to be the best cookie.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to be the fortune cookie.
Yeah, so it's my philosophy. Is some people good at something. I cannot be a model.
And you never know. You'll be surprised if you.
Yeah, but probably we're on the wrong path for some time. Seriously, for me, I want to be a grass. We always, in Chinese, like the 鲜花需要绿叶配, right? The flower needs some green leaves. It could be the leaves make people better, make people look better.
All kinds of beauty. This is also what I love about here.
Yeah.
The beauty standards and like how people appreciate things. They're just so open-minded.
Yeah, open-minded. That's the thing. The beauty of this city. Whatever you do, people don't judge you to say like good or wrong, right or wrong, or good or bad. Maybe it turned out to be really wrong, but it doesn't matter. And you learn the lesson and start over.
Yeah, it's important to be open-minded. Because you're gonna miss out a lot of things if you're not.
So for me, I'm really easy. I will never be like a wolf father.
You're the
wolf,
cool dad.
Yeah, at least I'm not asking too much to say no, everything no. Even I said a lot of no's, but I try to say less no's. It's
Let your mom say.
Yeah. It's a different generation, But we call generation gap, right? Even the same, like let's say like the parents and the kids, they all grow the whole life in China. Even the generation gap will be really big, but let alone different cultures. Like we are the first generation immigrants. My daughter will be second generation. The kids she grew up with will be so different. They get influence each other, so the ideas will be very, very different from even like myself. Will be like twice big difference, because of the different cultures. Like
you're learning with her.
Yeah. So for me, like when she's like 12, 13, or when she's a teen, that could be the gap will be even bigger. It's natural they rebel at that time. And then like the age difference, the thinking that time already 30 years difference, the things ideas we have already very different, plus the culture difference. So she will grow up like the thinking of Canadian way or something. I'm being here a long time, but still a lot of time I'm still thinking the Chinese way. That's the tradition I have, but that may not be the tradition the next generation have. Right?
Yeah, it's hard for them to understand too if they've never lived that.
And very difficult to read books in Chinese, the next generation, right? You have to have the really good handling of the language first to be able to read a lot of stuff.
But at least she speaks.
Yeah.
So it's good.
You have a lot of
Preserving
Chinese.
the language.
Yeah, you have a lot of Chinese schools here. When the kids are 6, 7, some parents send them to learn how to write, how to read.
Okay.
So what time you will graduate or something? Like a year or 2 year more?
I already finished my program. It's a 2-year program, so I'm done.
But have you received your like degree or not, or like wait?
Yeah, I'm working on that and my work visa at the same time. Because I feel like staying to explore a bit more about the city.
But are you planning to stay for long term?
That too.
Montreal?
Yes.
That's good. I can see you more often.
I come to there all the time. Oh, actually, about the name, there is something I want to share with you because I can't believe I haven't mentioned that. This is the restaurant, one of the restaurants that I've always wanted to try since I arrived here. For the sole reason that Dai is my mom's maiden name.
Really?
So when I saw it's Dai, you know, I'm like, wow, I have to go. I have to try. I even showed my mom.
Yeah, I will call your mom on that for sure, right?
Because everyone calls her Aunt Dai because it's a thing in Chinese. You don't say Miss or...
You don't say the names. That's it. You don't say the real name. Always family name, aunt or uncle.
Yeah. I like cool. That. It's nice. But
so you can give... Probably I should give the restaurant to you. Right?
When my mom comes, I'm for sure taking her.
Yeah, after this we go to notary, okay? We go to notary, okay. This, you own on that.
The people are going to come in and eat with me.
Yeah, eat with you. Actually, that's good. You talk really well. And but how did you hear about us? Like 2 years ago or 1 year ago?
I've been living downtown my whole like stay, so it's just very close to me, walking distance, and I was just.
But I don't think a lot of people say good things about us, right?
No,
Yeah.
no way. Why?
Because I think we're not a big name like right now it's a little bit better, I believe, after the January, the lot of newspaper, like a lot of media reported on us. They interview me, but even like among Chinese customers, we are not big at all. We've been in business for 7 years, 7.5. We got some Chinese customers, but some of them, because they came from China, they had so many good restaurant, the food, so they compare. Really bad. Because to be honest, like comparing to the food in Nanjing or any big city in China, it's really
I would say it's more authentic in a way that they like the food. Everyone has their own preference when it comes to food. Like I like it more spicy, and another person could like it sweeter. It's how the part of I see how you adapt to the society. Like you don't get food in Nanjing anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't get.
So the first shock for the new students here, I guess, what kind of Chinese food is this? They get so disappointed. But I would say after 1 year they staying here, let's try again. Let's give it a try, because not so many. You don't have choices.
That many options out there. Just pick one.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
it's better than nothing.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. Yeah, we don't have some famous big item, big plate, or very famous one. So that's one of the reasons we're not so popular among Chinese customers. Like I bought to make this sweet spicy pork strips, but on top of that, some restaurant they make a big item, like very famous one. The roasted, what is the roasted the fish? Roasted fish is the big item. Right? And then that's like $40 each dish. Like say that, take a picture of that. Everybody like, we have this famous dish and then expensive dish at this restaurant. So they share, right? But for us, nothing to share. Seriously. Even myself, if I take pictures of the dish I want to show the friends, I should say, it's just a regular dish, nothing to show off.
Well, it has its own charm.
Yeah, that's our problem. There's not much to, because for us, I guess Canada as well, especially in China, like us, before anybody touch the food, we always take a picture share, right? So everybody get
the phone is first.
Yeah, phone first. Everybody take out cell phone, Huawei or iPhone, or whatever, Samsung, LG, Google phone. Everybody take the phone first, and then nobody touch the food. Arrange them really nicely. So if you touch this, so it's not perfect anymore, right? So that's the thing. So for us, it's very difficult. I found this problem like a long time ago. Seriously, like you have nothing to show off. When you post on the social media, like at least like friends, like WeChat, you want to impress people, right? But this food, how can you sometimes not? It's too ordinary. It's homemade, right? It's homemade style. Yeah. I find that's our thing,
For me, it does feel like home, and dishes. Yeah, but I see what you meant.
Yeah. Do you plan to visit China soon?
Actually, I really wanted my parents to come visit instead, because
they are still so they are so young. They still have their job, right?
Yes, they haven't retired yet. But they can take holidays off. They were actually planning to last summer.
A month or two or something.
Yeah, we do a road trip and stuff like that. But it didn't work because of COVID. We wanted to try this summer, but things are still a little bit intense.
Oh yeah, because visitors does not apply the rule. Like if you vaccinated,
for
yeah, not
international
yeah,
students,
not,
even for international students, it can be still a bit strict. So
maybe next year.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to bring them here.
Oh yeah,
And
for sure.
let's meet the real on that. Yeah. So that's the so you don't plan because the quarantine is big, right? Right now, even today, like if you go, like probably the airport, if you don't have direct flight to Nanjing, you go Shanghai. You probably stay 2 weeks quarantine in Shanghai, and then Nanjing 1 or 2 weeks, right? That's all 3-4 weeks.
That's why I really don't feel like going back at this point. And well, things are reopening here, and I feel like even if I've been here for almost 2 years, almost half of that time, even longer, we were in quarantine. So there are still so many places I haven't visited, and I still want to explore it a bit more.
Right now, it's almost no restriction. It's like you can go anywhere.
And with the 2 dose, I guess it's promising.
No, even they don't check. I don't think they check right now. Before the passport thing, vaccine passport come out, probably you can go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be responsible here and be like fully vaccinated. I'm good to go.
I don't know how they enforce the rule though. Even for us, like September, sometimes if they have vaccination passport, so we have to check like customer, are you fully vaccinated or something. I think that would be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Especially here, I see it could be hard to put it into effect.
Oh, we have some people eating today.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that's good. Cool. So are we using plates today?
Yeah, for us it's
okay. I got a VIP treatment. Thank you.
Yeah. I really like the beans, and they have the flavor and kind of healthy. So it's kind of we have both ways. That's only a few times to have both ways. So you think you are gonna be a teacher in some time and a teacher plus model?
Yeah, I've been teaching even back in China, and I taught immigrants here last summer as well. I liked it. So this is also what I'm learning.
But when you teach them English, how do you teach? You have some textbook or something?
You mean here?
No, back in China when you later on either way. When you
I was teaching basically mostly language tests, so like IELTS and TOEFL.
Okay.
Helping people to.
People still do TOEFL today?
Depends on what countries they're visiting. If they're going to the States, mostly TOEFL.
TOEFL is a score system, right? It's what is the 雅思is the 7 point, 8 point. TOEFL is TOEFL what kind of 150, 100 or 500 or something?
100 something.
You know, I was lucky. I did not do any test.
Don't need to pass any French test either. Yes.
No, I was kind of in the university. My English was really actually my senior high school in the 高考 SAT. I did really well in English.
Oh, you did SAT?
Yeah, we did the SAT, and my English was pretty good. But that time we did not have the listening and oral speaking part, so only on the paper, written or the comprehension.
Okay.
So that part I was good. But when I got to the university, they have that kind of listening part and then the oral English, speaking English. I was pretty bad, and also I was frustrated because from my place we just don't talk. We don't speak English. We read or write English. So I gave up. Then I had an excuse like that was 2000, around 2000 year 2000. So I was pretty how to say? I thought like Chinese would be so dominating the world like as a language. So I thought, why don't they learn Chinese instead of us learning English? That time was when I was 19, 20, I was thinking like that. So I gave up. I guess I did not spend good amount of time learning English during the 4-year university time. So, but then the first job required me a lot of overseas trips, business trips. So I realized my English was pretty bad. Yeah. So I spent a lot of time self-learning, but I never went through the kind of TOEFL or the Yasi kind of a test. Because that time I kind of was against the system, the language system. I thought, the English is not that important at that time. Actually, when the people in the third year, junior, senior, or the junior years, there were a lot of people. They're smart enough. Some students, they're really smart. They're way ahead of the curve. So they spend a lot of time doing that test already. I was just kind of naive, so I thought it was not for me. But a lot of my classmates, they did the test already when they were in the university. So they prepared before they graduated.
Yeah, that's what normally people do nowadays as well.
Yeah, but I was not normal.
You're unique.
Yeah, even that time, a lot of my classmates, they were, some people they smart, they were preparing that time, 2020, 21. So that time, a lot of people they planned the overseas as the internet student already. One of my classmates, like he was so ahead of us, and right after graduation, he was accepted by the Columbia University already. That was wow. Some of them stayed for a master degree. Some of us just found a job. So, and this guy, like September, went to United States that time, Columbia University. That time I did not even know that Columbia is a good university. So yeah, that time I was thinking about I stay in China. I did not pay attention to any of this. I did know Harvard, did know Yale, but Columbia, never heard of it. Yeah.
So what changed?
Just when my first overseas trip was to Cairo, Egypt, and then United States, the United Kingdom. So I went there 2 trips to UK, lovely. And I went like totally 8 months. I stayed there. 8 months.
That's a long business trip.
Yeah, it's a project to implement project. It's a kind of a project thing. So then realized really bad. My English was really bad when I was talking to British, and then like I get the first shock. Then I realized I had to improve my English hugely. That's after that I spent a lot of time reading, listening to English radio, and that helped a lot.
It takes practice.
Yeah. Before I was really like patriotic or something. Seriously.
We Chinese people are. We could be a little
bit. Very patriotic. Why do we need to learn English instead of
China
them?
Yeah.
Why don't they learn Chinese? They always say like 21st century is China's century, right? It's like the way people spend like a lot of time learning English. Why don't they spend a lot of time learning Chinese? Let's have international meetings. Everybody speak Chinese. That was 20 years old me. Then it did not happen. That's the thing. It did not happen. Everybody is still learning English like crazy. And like you said, like you train people, they pay to learn, right? It's a big market. Like Xing Dongfang, right? Yu Hongming made his fortune, like to have the language school. It's still big, right? Xing Dongfang is still big or just disappeared?
It's still the biggest. It got listed in the States.
Really? Listed? Like stock market?
I think so, yeah.
That's son of a...
Huge. Yeah, they even have branches here. I think they have in Toronto.
It's a language training school. Wow. I'm glad I did not pay any money to them. I saved a lot of money. But you see, at that time, like you as well, I think you get really good language skills when you were still in China. Like my top classmate, he's way ahead of us, and he got all the paper prepared already while in university, and he probably got essay those kind of like GRE. Actually, for academic, GRE is very important, right?
For masters and states. Yeah, for specific programs, but not for me. In Canada, it's still like it accepts IELTS more.
Because that time they were talking about, prepare J. What the hell is GRE? Why do you spend time on those? I was just playing around here, there, like, you know. Then I realized they're much smarter. A lot of them much smarter.
Well, I did the same thing, but I wouldn't say I'm any smarter than anyone else. I helped a lot of my students from like zero basis to a level that they improve, like maybe 2, 3.
Yeah.
In the test, I see it's possible. I don't see anyone smarter than anybody else, but I would just say more informed.
Yeah, maybe more informed. Yeah.
They inform themselves about.
They have their plans.
Yeah, even I went back to my school and I gave lectures about how I prepared for this, and
you don't have a live stream, right?
for what?
Like how did I go to
I did take a PowerPoint, like I made it super official and all that. And I was there talking about this, and I'm glad that I see more freshmen, like first year, coming with questions, and I want like be able to inform them more. I took that decision, I think, when I was a sophomore, so like the second year, between the third year, I started preparing for the language test and everything. But yeah, I'm glad that it's something you should start thinking about earlier on. And even if maybe you weren't sure if you want to
go outside.
Yeah, just go try out and take the test, because when you're preparing for it, you're improving yourself.
Yeah.
You're learning.
Yeah, the skills never expire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something you learn and you keep it like your whole life.
Yeah.
But which university did you go?
Hehai.
Hehai. Oh, Jiangsu Hehai. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Right? If you're from Jiangsu, you know that. But outside of Jiangsu province, it's not that well known. I got like early admitted to that university, so I didn't have to take college entrance exam, and that was pretty cool. I'm like,
is that very close to where you live, or?
It's okay. I mean, it's in the same city, and I lived in dormitory anyway. So.
How many people live in the same room?
4.
Ah, lucky. We have 7.
Oh no.
Yeah, maximum 8. Do you still have double beds? Or?
No, we don't have room beds anymore, but we have the table and the bed on top. You still have to climb up to the bed, but you have the table.
4. Yeah, you have 4. Yeah, that still have a lot of space. We have the bottom one guy and then another.
Yeah, like even.
And if we make noise, they just boom, 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 boom. Yes, seriously.
But even with that,
keep kicking us.
People can't imagine, like 4 people living in the same space, sharing one bathroom.
But do you have shower inside?
Yes.
That's amazing.
A shower, bathroom, everything.
You have a cable TV?
That, no, but everyone got their own laptop.
Yeah, laptop. Yeah, now TV is not a big thing anymore. It's kind of old, past. That's cool. 4 people. We have 4 double beds, like double deckers. So have 1. So totally 8. You can have about at least our room. We have 7.
Okay, probably even the public bath. that you have to.
Yeah, we have the corridor and they have some room. It's cold. It's cold. So cold water. If you go to the bath, the bath will be separate public one. So in the winter you have to go there.
So like outside.
Yeah, outside a different building. It's for the whole school. It was pretty, but I think it's pretty cool as well. But we have 7. Easily we can find people play cards. I see 3 was watching. 3 were watching.
Get bored.
Yeah, so
never.
So 7 will be 3 watching, and then we kind of fight for the chance to be on the table. That's crazy. That's good for people.
Yeah.
And very at least, and in Jiangsu it's like the lot of universities. That's why outside they don't know much, right? But inside the Jiangsu, everybody knows.
They only know Nanjing University. What else? Nanjing Former University, maybe.
Normal, right? Normal. No, foreign. Yeah, that's normal. That's crazy. That word is normal university. Something abnormal.
Yeah, we all went to abnormal ones.
Yeah. Yeah, this is super healthy. Should focus on the
healthy things. I see that.
Yeah, even
green stuff. Healthy.
So when you have this model thing, if you get more and more famous on the Instagram, you will give up like teaching thing. It's yeah, it's crazy. It's really
that's the moment my parents start to get worried.
Yeah, exactly.
And be like not open-minded anymore.
Yeah. But they're not.
I don't know yet.
Good thing they're not. I guess they're not on the Instagram or something. That's a good thing.
They're blocked from the.
But I guess they can. They probably will ask a friend to spy on you. If I were parents, probably, sometimes it could happen. Just keep eyes open. Seriously.
Well, it's not like I'm posting anything bad or.
Yeah, but at least they say,
Let's see what she's being up to.
Yeah, exactly.
Could be.
The basketball player like Jeremy Lin, right? Jeremy Lin, Lin Shuhao. You will see his mom always say, you can play basketball, but first you have to do well on the academics. So always prepared. He went to Harvard Business.
Wow.
So at least if you don't play well, you cannot make a living in the basketball, you still have a kind of good education, good certificate, a diploma.
Still make a living.
Exactly, has a kind of white collar or the good office job. That's the parents, they always have some backup plan for you, and a nice backup plan.
Yeah. Well, I was really focusing on teaching. And this modeling thing really came expected. But I'm glad I took it. Got to know a lot of really cool people in this industry. So.
And Instagram is a really nice place for the pictures, for kind of videos, right? To share. But do you think our restaurant going to attract some young people like you, or?
Yeah, for sure. It's somewhere I would recommend to my friends and non-Chinese friends as well. I think they're gonna love it.
I guess they're gonna spend a lot of time to talk to customers. Like my main job is talking. That's why I am learning French as well. If I can talk to people in French, have a really real conversation, that would be really nice. That's heaven for me.
Yeah, publicity is important. I find generally people have this concept of like China being mysterious, and also Chinese restaurants as well. And I find my friends feel a lot more secure going to a Chinese restaurant with me. And they're gonna be like, what do we know? What are we gonna order? Like, you know better. Order for us.
Yeah. Yeah, I can talk to people in French, in Chinese, English, and then if I can add French, that would be amazing. That would be really amazing. That's my goal. But when you come out by yourself, like alone, like your parents worried, or like especially as a girl, young girl, like outside, outside of the control, and nothing to protect you.
Yeah, I don't really know. I think we didn't overthink. We just did it. Just put yourself out there and see what happens. I didn't even know how to do housework. I didn't know how to cook. I didn't know how to assemble my furniture. But when you push it up there and then you're facing those challenges, you just do it. And
in China, like when you're young, always parents they do everything for you.
Exactly.
So end up you don't know how
Focus
to wash.
on school. That's what you need to worry about. The rest.
Don't know how to wash your own clothes. Not how to cook. Doesn't know how to cook. Because they cook for you, they wash for you.
Yeah. Doesn't know how to do the dishes and laundry.
Yeah. And when you come here, you have to start over.
Yeah, but I think I'm lucky because I'd rather know and be educated about how these things work than keep being ignorant and only know how to do study, because that's not all. And being smart at school is not all.
No. Well, I think like generally speaking, that a lot of Chinese girls they're more adventurous than the guys. A lot of you see like single, like you see a lot of Chinese girls single, not Chinese guys come out go to overseas. It's they're more adventurous. They're more like taking on new stuff.
That's true. And also that reminds me of another pattern. Like I see a lot more Chinese girls going out there meeting people and hanging out with the local people than staying in their own community. But what I see about maybe Chinese boys would really stick to their own group and they stay in their comfort zone.
They stay at home playing video games or like check WeChat. Yeah, that's seriously. I saw that too. Also, on the language skills, like a typical immigrant Chinese family, the woman, most of the time, the wives they speak French here or English. The guys always go out to find a job to make money, and they don't like learning languages sometimes.
Or socialize. Yeah. Girls can be a bit more sociable.
Very, very active, like adventurous at least. Does that mean like you are braver than you'll be braver?
Well, bravery can have a lot of definitions. Yeah. So, maybe people-wise, I have those interpersonal skills, and like I don't mind putting myself out there and meeting new people, but it could be quite uncomfortable for introverts. And
sometimes when my job here, we have Friday, and some colleagues from the same team. We kind of almost every Friday we went to a bar. Sometimes you just cannot pick up the conversation at all. That could be really frustrating.
You mean with sorry, I didn't follow, with local people?
Yeah, just our colleagues, the same group. We have a very small team, like only 7, 6. Like Friday evening after work, we go to like a crescent. I used to go to before we had kids. Like I'm 42, 40 something. Like that time we're around 30. I was a little bit around 30, like several guys, from United States and here local growing up. We all like around same age. Nobody had any kid. Nobody, some of them married, had a girlfriend. So Friday evening we would go to a bar, Crescent. Thursday or Winston, and
Thursday was still open.
Yeah, Thursday they said it's for pickup or something. But anyway, we went there and they were talking because they had a lot of they watch the same movie or they know some song or some stuff they can talk about. For me, sitting there with them, it's very tough, to be honest. Very tough because something, even the listening part, the language itself, sometimes just they're talking too fast, it's too loud. So in the environment bar, and I could not keep the conversation with them. And even I can understand what they're saying, but the star or some people in the movie they were talking about, I have no idea. So very frustrating a lot of times. So just like, drink beer. I had like 10 beers. Seriously.
I got really good at drinking.
Yeah. Because
high tolerance.
Yeah, because like they were sitting, they were laughing. But what is laughing? What is so funny? I just cannot. Because they like even the people growing up, like have some of them growing up in Canada totally, but they watch the same movie as the United American guys have. I guess 2 from United States, like a small group, 2 of them.
It's basically the same cultural background.
And then they were talking about, that character, that stupid guy, that silly, that ugly woman, or that crazy this, and they were laughing, crazy. I'm just drinking my beer.
Yeah, it's quite lonely.
Yeah. So it's kind of when you have several this kind of things happening, and next time say probably I stay home. You guys go.
Okay.
That could be the mental toughness you want to get out of the comfort zone. Some people they say, okay, I get along. I next time I still go. Probably over time we're getting better and better. Okay, I know what's your, what the stuff you were talking about. Then once in a while, on the 10 conversations, maybe one time you were, oh yeah, I got this one too. So like some time they were saying you are part of the conversation. At the end, I guess after some time, I still can contribute some laughs, but a lot of times still have no idea what the guy's talking about.
Yeah, it can be quite tough.
Yeah, but I did not give up. I just
That's
got along.
The spirit.
Drink more beers.
Exactly.
Yeah, drink more beer.
Scientifically proved. If you're a little bit tipsy, your language level just.
And it's very expensive, the beers in the bar. Very expensive.
Oh my god! Yeah, I forgot 10. It's probably a big deal.
Yeah. Every bottle you have, they charge you 7, 6, but you give them 10 anyway, right? Every bottle, probably $10. But that's why I'm saying like mental toughness is very important. That's why I see people more advantage. That's why really like see that good stuff, the quality in you. You try something new, something not easy for people to try. They're saying it's too crazy, too difficult. There's no future or something. There's no obvious future or something. Like not comfortable. It's always comfort zone. It's like that's the language thing. Adventure. That's like I like people to show they are more adventurous. So something you don't know, some people you don't know, you are not sure like you can get along with them very well. For me, I first-hand experience. Every time I went out with some people, their conversation, if I can get 20% of the time I was involved in 20% of the conversation, I feel pretty good. Sometimes maybe at the beginning 10%. I never had a one night without saying any word. Probably at the beginning, you probably one night you just said like 2 words or 5 words. A little bit awkward, especially like for me the difficulty is like I did not know how to dance.
Okay.
I have no rhythm at all, like because I was not exposed to anything with the music
really
stuff.
Thing.
Yeah. No, I came from countryside. We just yelled everything. We had songs, but we just yelled. But
people don't dance like on weddings. Yeah. You sit there and you wait for the egg. People dance.
Exactly. And it's funny. I like the benefit, like the advantages of people. They are familiar with the songs. Like they know,
the song.
Yeah, they know the song. I know nothing about that. Like how I even wonder, how do you guys know all the everybody? You're from Canada, you're from United States. You guys all know this. It's really amazing. Like that's popular songs, the dance songs, several from what is that? Maybe Jay-Z or what is that? Beyonce, those famous songs. They all know. That's really amazing to me. Sometimes see, you guys all know. I'm the only guy who does not know. If you see some racist guy may say, "You don't belong here. Go back to." Right? Yeah, I never see that. I never experience that.
Okay,
but
that's
kind of you feel like out of the place, right?
Yeah, I feel left out.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to be a little bit tough sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like thick skin for me sometimes that helps.
That's all you need.
Yeah. So you started early already. You have, very social. It's kind of not too difficult for you anymore.
I feel lucky that most of my friends are very kind people. They really try to include me to the group. Like they didn't make me feel left out, even if sometimes I don't speak French. But they
I guess girls get some
more
easier, right?
attention.
Yeah, no, easier. They easy, right?
Could be.
If we not get along, they said, okay, you stay at your corner.
But even all my girlfriends, they're super nice. They take care of me, and they understand it is hard coming as international students, not knowing anyone, and they try to include me in the activities and all that. It's very cool of them. But yeah, I've had experience with similar experience as yours, feeling especially when everyone starts speaking French. Like what are they laughing about?
Yeah, but for me, the French, I will think I'm on Mars already, so I don't belong here. So background noise, so it will be. Sometimes if some people in the group, they realize, oh, you don't speak any French, or like you cannot understand. Some of them, they will try to switch to English, want to include you.
Yeah, people are nice.
Yeah. Sometimes they will, especially in Montreal, you speak a lot of languages, like French, English.
Almost everyone is bilingual.
Yeah. So what do you plan on the Instagram thing? Do you think you want to have a YouTube channel or something?
Well, I just don't have that much time for videos. That's what I feel. Video editing take a lot more time than just posting pictures.
Yeah, I think that's right. Because as the modeling, you cannot have the low quality video like mine.
It's not. You have super fun videos, but I say we have different styles.
Yeah, I don't do any editing. So just there's no special effect. But yeah, your business, you have to look it's always the better than
It's like I see a trend of things, and also the fashion I'm doing going into like a video oriented era.
But a lot of time and
like the TikTok videos, Instagram reels, all that. Like people are doing a lot more videos, which I did a few as well, but I'm not sure. And like I said, everything is taking it easy, going with the flow, and see what happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes the brand would require videos as well, so might as well do it. And sometimes I work with videographers as well, so it could be fun.
Yeah.
YouTube is something new for me as well. It's not something I follow as much, and we don't have that in China. So.
In China, what is the most popular? TikTok or?
Yeah, TikTok originated from China. Douyin.
Yeah, I told you.
So
it's still very popular, right?
Guess I don't follow that trend anymore either. I don't know who's big, what's popular in China anymore. I don't understand those cyber language anymore when young people say things like what? What's that mean?
Yeah, for me, I only put some videos on the YouTube. It's too much time for me. A lot of people recommend to post something on the TikTok, but I never use TikTok. It's like for me another thing to spend time on. So I need to save time.
It's tricky. It can be tricky.
This tofu skin is good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still call it qianzhang, right? What do you call it, qianzhang?
Qianzhang.
Yeah, that's why. In the same, I call them qianzhang, but some people they don't call this.
What do they call it?
豆皮.
But
干豆皮.
Yeah, because 豆皮 is something else. It's
Yeah, that's like if I ask any people from Jiangsu province, we call it qianzhang, right?
千张节,
Yeah, 1,000 pieces, layers. Yeah, 1,000. Just why people always like exaggerate, right? You know the qiancenbing, 1,000-layer bread. It's only 5 layers. You know our
1,000-year-old egg.
Yeah. Always exaggerating. That's 200 times exaggeration. That's too much. You know the name, like Anda is coming from the stories like my friend's family name there, her mom, I call Anda. She taught me how to make the qiancenbing, 1,000-layer bread.
Oh. Yeah,
she taught me that. That's why I use her picture and name to open this recipe. Oh. That's why 1,000? Because I learned from her how to make that. And you fold them with olive oil, the oil, and then you fold again, and then fold again, so several layers. It's really layered. Like when you tear them open, you probably see it's not straight layers. It's like they all crushed here or there. It's maybe 5, 6, maximum 8 layers. Maximum.
It's not 1,000. We get it. It's not.
Crazy. But in China, we call it 千层饼, right? 千层饼.
Yeah, interesting names.
Yeah. And qianzhang. But I really like that name, qianzhang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that's probably stay true within Jiangsu province, maybe.
I don't know, but
I need to do a survey on different provinces. What do they call?
This is an interesting idea. Like, I would say if you're so interested in names, why don't you make changes to the menu, like names for dishes, and that could be something new. Instead of, because you're a bit reluctant to change maybe the ingredients or the dishes, because it is hard.
Yeah.
It takes too much effort to get new ingredients and add on new dishes.
Yeah.
But like the thing with the menu, the reviews, that triggered a lot of things and attention. Then maybe you could do the same thing with names and the menu.
Yeah, names. How do we change this one? All the names I have Chinese name in pinyin though. But
yeah, but that's not what I mean. I think you can come up with something better than.
That's crazy name.
Yeah,
crazy names.
like you've already had a lot.
Crazy names.
Just keep working on that. And we don't have a large menu there, so take a month or two, and then
actually,
brand new menu.
And I guess that will create a lot of problem with Chinese customers. What the hell are you talking about the Chinese customers?
Yeah, but
And you know that some Chinese restaurants have the plate with like a poem or something they come from. The name is so crazy, right? The Chinese name is called Fu Shi Fei Ping is the right name. Something even like very long name with the come from. So you need to guess what's like the dish name.
Here?
The Chinese restaurant. No, the China.
But back in China, but not here. Here I've never seen anything like that.
Not like that. Yeah. That's crazy. Even Chinese people cannot guess what's inside.
I know. It's gonna be a real, isn't it? 100% surprise. You get what you get.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You never know.
Yeah. It's like every dish is like the name is like a poem or something, and like a 对联, right? A little bit hot here. It's a little bit hot here, right?
Oh, for me, it's not good. Yeah, because the sun is getting in.
It's nice as well.
It is very nice. Yeah. It's like eating in a terrace, but with AC.
Yeah. That's the central AC working right now. We turn off this separate unit. This AC unit, if it's turned on, it will be super cool here. It's the cold air coming this way. So this area, called tatami. Seriously, there's a tatami you can sit there. So anybody can have friends like up to 10 to come here to meet. You can bring your friends here too after the pandemic, which will be 3 years after. Seriously, it's crazy. I think I don't know what do you think the pandemic will be over? People gonna back to our normal?
I have a very pessimistic view on that. I don't think it will ever go back to normal. But I think it's ending soon. I'm optimistic. I think we're almost there. We're very close. Okay. But
they still wear masks.
See, even in China, people still wearing masks.
Yeah.
Indoor, even there are no cases, but people are being cautious. I just don't. I think this has changed so much in people's lives, so we might not ever be able to go back to the normal, like the life we used to have before the pandemic.
So people will keep distance.
Well, mentally, physically, you would feel a bit different.
But right now, I see like especially the sports event, people kind of looks like they don't care that much. So people like in the same arena, like crazy 20,000 people like getting.
Oh my god! Do you follow the game?
Yeah, I watch the NBA games, the finals, and it's crazy. But at least they like fearless. They yell, they shouted. It's not sitting there quietly. Yeah. They yell, and then the virus is gonna go everywhere. Like you have a section like this angle. And then everybody doing that, that's creating like millions and millions of virus all the time.
Yeah, but also I feel like back in the States, because they got the vaccination a lot earlier.
Yeah, a lot earlier, yeah.
People are more chill now. Yeah. They feel like it's gone.
Hopefully, but I really don't like the idea. Like after 3 years, we still wear masks.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, people don't like wearing glasses either. They have the laser to correct the vision.
I have bad vision.
Really, you did?
Contact.
Oh, you will. Okay. Yeah. But you did not do that. The laser.
Well, it's not bad enough. Like it's only
200, 100. Yeah.
So.
That means you study well, at least.
would put on like glasses when I teach, just so I look a bit more educated. Or well, also a lot of my students are older than me, so I would also like try to look more mature from how I dress and the glasses.
Yeah, that definitely helps. And also remember, do you know like some years ago when the dress they wear, you can put the pen there.
Oh.
Sometimes they put one pen to show you a teacher or something. Some people they put two. Some people even put 3 pens there. Seriously, to show like
a black, red.
Yeah. Some more,
because I'm marked.
The stilo, the gangbi. They put more like a pen there, so to make like they think you are a professor, you are really well educated. If you put more than 3, the people are gonna think you are the seller of pens. So that may lower your status a lot. So I overdo things. Seriously, when you have 5 pens, you sell pens. Come on, I give you $1 for 2 or $1 for 3, okay? Start bargaining. Right? That's what we were like joking around, because seriously, we saw some people like that. They
selling pens.
Yeah, they overdo things. They want to show they're smart. It's a big thing that time. Like they always have the opening here.
Or it's just the elegancy I see. Like if it's an old professor or something, they tend to always dress up properly. Well, with the younger generation,
but you can try the crazy teacher thing. Like
rock and roll outfits.
Hey, you could be a very like celebrity on the internet. Some they did succeed. Some people, the teachers, seriously. Yeah, you could be a different, a different kind of like very popular on YouTube or something. Remember there's one teacher teaching history in China. Like some students recorded the thing on the class.
Was singing.
Yeah, no, not singing. The way, the style he teaches the class, and he went super popular. Okay. Super. I guess it's one of the top like internet celebrities. Teaching the history on the class. Some students just recorded, and even remember what is that? Luo Yonghao. He got famous because of that on the Xing Dongfang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the successful story. The whole life success story. Yeah, he was the way he taught English there went viral on the internet. Think about that. Yeah.
I don't know if that's the kind of life I want, though.
And
not doing this to be famous or anything. I like
my
life.
Yeah, doesn't hurt though. Because that guy end up like, he had a cell phone company, right? 锤子手机 was from him.
Got him bankrupt.
Yeah, exactly. That's why people overdo things. Yeah, he thought he was a god, right? He thought everything he touches is going to turn into gold. That's when people overconfident. That's what got him trouble. Right? But he kind of right now he's doing well again. He's doing the
talk shows,
the 带货, right? Or the live.
Live stream.
Live stream thing. And because it's popular anyway, everybody knows him. Even I did before I did not know it. I learned his name from WeChat groups. A lot of people talked about him. So I kind of, because I was not following that much on this. But talking about him, he's so successful. Even today, I think he paid off all his debt already.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, he was honorable.
That's a lot of money.
He's very honorable, actually.
Mm-hmm.
People, he did not by law, he did not have to pay the debt because it's bankruptcy, right? But he did make a lot of money to pay the debt. That's kind of very, very respectful. Yeah, and I guess he's gonna come back strong. Like.
Oh yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
Being able to make all that money and to pay back.
Yeah, everybody learns big lesson. Yeah, that's the cell phone. because cell phone market is crazy. Only the big players they can, but I guess his background is not that strong, even though he's famous, right? Yeah, and then he thought he could do anything. But when you get famous, don't make cell phones. Cell phones
I try to keep that in mind.
Yeah, cell phones very tough to make. Even here, the Huawei, like 1 year or 2 years, almost disappeared, right? It's sometimes environment, it's out of your control. And it's over competition already. You have Samsung, the big guy, Samsung and Apple. We're doing pretty well.
Oh yeah.
And this
food
beef
is amazing. Yeah. We talked about a whole bunch of things.
Yeah. And this beef gonna save for later. It's a lot of meat, but we did really well on this. Green, yellowish green. Yeah, tofu is really healthy. Is that a vegetable? It's not vegetable, but
it's like a main dish in a vegetarian.
It's very healthy.
Well, thank you again for having me.
You're so welcome. Yeah,
I love it.
Actually, the best part is also like we are both. I guess we're both perfect in Mandarin Chinese, right?
Yeah. Imagine we just switched to that conversation immediately.
Yeah, and then we choose English.
It just feels so natural and comfortable.
Yeah. It's really
for the audience.
Yeah, it's really nice to
Who'd have thought that you would travel to Canada, sit in a Chinese restaurant with people from your hometown speaking English or the
hometown? Seriously,
the same hometown.
Yeah, it's great. And the first time we met, and hope we can, after the whole pandemic is over, we actually, if you want to have like some hiking group, you can probably I can join as well. If I make a good business, I can have free myself a lot of time. Actually, probably in downtown we can go to Royal Mountain. Used to have a group of programmers, like the lunch break, we just climb the Royal Mountain. It's really nice when the pandemic's over, when you have time in downtown. I probably always most of the time I will be in downtown this restaurant, so just drop me a line, or text me or send me a message somewhere, and probably can look around downtown or something. Really great. You really surprise me. Really surprised me.
You too.
As young as you are, and then it's really amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We can wrap this up.
Okay,
great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, great.